Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by Sounds, leaders attending the G7 summit in Evian, France, issued a joint statement following their second day of meetings. The statement covers critical geopolitical issues across the Middle East, Ukraine, and the Indo-Pacific. Notably, the G7 leaders expressed strong opposition to any unilateral attempts to change the status quo in the East China Sea, South China Sea, and Taiwan Strait through force or coercion, emphasizing that these issues must be resolved peacefully through dialogue. Additionally, the statement highlighted support for keeping the Strait of Hormuz open and welcomed the agreement between the United States and Iran, viewing it as a historic opportunity to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons. Regarding the ongoing war in Ukraine, the G7 pledged to expand military assistance, specifically improving Ukraine's air defense, missile supplies, and long-range attack capabilities, while strengthening sanctions against Russia. The leaders also committed to the complete denuclearization of North Korea in compliance with UN Security Council resolutions and demanded a swift resolution to the issue of abductions. According to a BBC report, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced at the G7 summit in France that the UK is prepared to play a full role in reopening the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz as soon as possible. The key oil transit route has been effectively blocked by Iran since the outbreak of war between the US, Israel, and Iran in February. Starmer revealed that he and French President Emmanuel Macron are coordinating with other nations prepared to protect maritime shipping in the region. He also welcomed the recent breakthrough agreement between the U.S. and Iran to end hostilities, congratulating U.S. President Donald Trump. To support this effort, the U.K. has already designated military assets, including Typhoon fighter jets, drones, and the Type 45 destroyer HMS Dragon. Furthermore, Starmer emphasized the G7's strong unity regarding the war in Ukraine, highlighting a new package of 70 British sanctions aimed at degrading Russia's war capabilities. Meanwhile, the UK Ministry of Defense is investigating reports of a Russian warship firing warning shots near a British yacht in the English Channel, though officials believe it is unrelated to the UK's recent seizure of a Russian shadow tanker. According to GG Press, leaders of the Group of Seven, G7 major economies, along with the European Union, have agreed to cooperate in restoring safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz, a critical maritime route for global crude oil transportation that has been under an effective blockade. In a statement on geopolitical issues issued during the G7 summit in Evian, eastern France, the leaders welcomed the announcement of an agreement between the United States and Iran to resolve their conflict. Although U.S. President Donald Trump had previously clashed with European counterparts who opposed U.S. military actions against Iran, the joint statement emphasized a unified stance. It highlighted that a multinational defensive maritime initiative led by France and Britain will play a crucial role in securing the strait. The initiative aims to protect merchant vessels, reassure commercial shipping operators, and assist in verifying the complete removal of mines. The summit is expected to conclude on Wednesday with the adoption of additional declarations, including strategies for securing rare earths and other critical minerals. According to Jiji Press, Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi criticized China's export restrictions on critical minerals during the second day of the Group of Seven summit in Evian, France. Speaking at a session focused on cooperation with emerging and developing nations in the Global South, Takaichi expressed deep concern that China's restrictions could severely disrupt the supply chains of G7 countries and other like-minded nations. She highlighted the critical need for collaborative efforts among partner nations and international organizations to reinforce the resilience of critical mineral supply chains. Additionally, Takaichi reaffirmed Japan's dedication to promoting the free and open Indo-Pacific initiative, which was first proposed by Japan a decade ago. To foster regional autonomy and resilience, she expressed Japan's strong desire to expand cooperation and achieve mutual prosperity in the region by utilizing various resources, including official development assistance, ODA, and private sector funding. According to JG Press, Chief Cabinet Secretary Minoru Kihara announced on Wednesday that Japan plans to play an active role in supporting reconstruction efforts in the Middle East following a final peace agreement between the United States and Iran. Kihara emphasized Japan's commitment to achieving peace, stability, and restoration across the conflict-battered region once a final deal is reached to end the fighting. Reports indicate that a recently drafted memorandum of understanding between Washington and Tehran includes the establishment of a $300 billion fund dedicated to reconstruction projects in Iran. These projects are expected to involve Japanese companies. While Kihara declined to comment on the specific details of the memorandum because it has not yet been officially published, he reiterated Japan's willingness to do its best in facilitating Middle East stability. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.